woke up this morning with the blues all around my head. I woke up this morning with the blues all around my head. Felt like someone in my family was dead. And I jumped up like a rabbit and fell down to my knees. I jumped up like a rabbit and fell down to my knees. I call all around me, have mercy on me, please. And over by the window, a voice came low and hollow. Over by the window, a voice came low and hollow. It spoke into my pain, into my yearning sorrow. It spoke into my pain. Who is it, I cried? What wild ghost has come in agitation? Who is it, I cried? What wild ghost has come in agitation? It's midnight. Oh, why you disturb me so late? And then I saw a movement around my narrow bed. I saw a movement around my narrow bed. A ghost in giant sneakers, laughing stars around his head. Who sat on the narrow bed, this flaming boy? Who sat on the narrow bed, this flaming boy? Said we've all had too much sorrow. Now is the time for joy. Jumping for joy. All across the world, they shout out their angry words. All across the world, they shout out their angry words about the end of love. Yet the stars stand above the earth, bright triumphant metaphors of love, bright triumphant metaphors of love that blind us all who care to stand and look beyond, that dare to stand and look beyond above. And I jumped up like a rabbit and fell down to my knees. I jumped up like a rabbit and fell down to my knees. I call all around me, have mercy on me, please. jumping now for joy. I'm jumping, I'm jumping, I'm jumping, I'm jumping for joy. I'm jumping, 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 jumping for joy. Thank you very much.
What's going on, everybody? Little Nick Cave off the Live God album that released last Friday. A song called Joy. Album's fantastic. If you like Nick Cave, just fantastic. Hope everybody's doing well. Ness, aka Carl, Evan David, Bostart, River. Glad the busy season is over. And you guys know how this goes. Like, it starts picking up a little bit as we get closer to the top of the hour. Let's go with a song battle from Evan David, who I'll be doing another UK top 12 Christmas songs for. I haven't filmed it yet. Tomorrow night I have basketball training, and then I'm off for 4 weeks. So we'll be going on a filming frenzy as long as I got stuff to film. So I'm actually looking forward to that. Maybe get ahead a little bit. Hope everybody's doing well. Little Pet Shop Boys, always on my mind. A song I know very well because it's a big hit. I did not try to put up Spotify. I'm afraid if I try it now, it'll freeze. So, oh, it kept the Pogues and Kirsty off number 1. I don't know what I think of that, but
Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I should. Maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I could. Little things I should have said and done, I never took the time. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Maybe I didn't hold you all those lonely, lonely times.
spelled something wrong here. Let's see.
I'm so happy that you're mine. If I made you feel second best, I'm so sorry I was blind. You were always on my mind.
Yeah, both start kind of crazy. I guess the Pet Shop Boys were just so popular at the time that
Tell me that your sweet love hasn't died. One more chance to keep you satisfied. Satisfied.
oh, so we got Belinda Carlisle and Tiffany topping the charts the next 2 years on both start. So you had a three-year run of Pet Shop Boys, Belinda Carlisle, Tiffany. Let's go.
Things I should have said and done, I never took the time.
I don't know if the Bears' offense is good enough to score that many points, River. Your defense is really good, and their offense is not very good. The running game's good. Caleb's not very good. I don't think you lose by a ton. I really don't. Oh, okay, I got you both started. I mean, I don't know how much you're really trying to win, River, to be honest with you. Which isn't a bad strategy at this point. You're not going anywhere. Get a higher draft pick. I've got a top 10 of the Pet Shop Boys. I mean, I knew they're U.S. hits. They were huge. West End Girls in particular here, but nothing like in your area of the world, though, Star. All right, this is a battle, remember. We got Pet Shop Boys always on my mind versus The Darkness, Mistletoe and Wine. What's up, Becca? How you doing? How's the retail world? Crazy? Well, I mean, River, the problem is you got a quarterback problem, which you've had for a while, which a lot of teams have, man. It's so hard to find a good QB, and Shador's not that guy, but it's just hard, man. Becky, you will be able to see them here then.
Dreams of Santa, dreams of snow, fingers numb, faces aglow. It's Christmas time, mistletoe and wine.
I'm with Carl too. He mentioned a little bit earlier. It's fascinating as someone from the United States that you guys put such big things in on the Christmas number ones. I mean, it's kind of cool. There's that big battle for it. No, he's definitely not better than you think he is, River. In the game you guys won, he had a 9 QBR, a 9 out of 100, even though his stats looked okay. He doesn't stay in the pocket. He panics. He forces throws. I mean, I hope you're right, but I watch this guy play a lot. I cannot stand him. He's not the guy that you need to lead your team. The QB's got to be a solid guy. He's way too immature. And he's not skilled enough. He's got an average arm. So, you know, if he was playing somebody good who schemed for him, it'd be rough. He's probably better than Dylan Gabriel, though. But Joe Flacco is miles ahead, farther better than either one of them. But he's also 40 years old, 41 years old, and played in the league forever. Okay, both start. That's good info. Well, I mean, the Vikings tried to re-sign Daniel Jones, but he took the Indianapolis contract instead. And then with Darnold, they just rolled the dice. They didn't want to spend $40 million on a quarterback, so they went with the rook. Because when you pay your quarterback so much, it affects the rest of your roster. Obviously, they made the wrong decision. I'm with you there. Like, I wouldn't let a guy go that I know is good, but well, that's what I'm saying, the River. If you wanted a good quarterback, you should have kept Flacco, was my point to that. You had a much better quarterback that you guys have let go. That's why I don't think you guys are that interested in winning, which sucks as a fan, but, I mean, as an organization, it makes sense. Although this draft is not real loaded, so, and it definitely doesn't have quarterbacks, so that's kind of, I saw where Deshaun said he's going to come back and play next year. Like, this guy hasn't played in 4 years, basically, on a consistent basis. I mean, I lived it out with New England briefly for 4 or 5 years after Brady left, right? You don't have a QB, man. It's freaking tough. Well, yeah, but there was a lot to that, Ness. They were in contract negotiations for a couple months with Darnold and his people, and they just didn't want to give him what he wanted. Then he had those bad 2 games, the last regular season game and then in the playoff game, and so they decided he wasn't a big game quarterback, and that's why Seattle got him at a discounted rate. I mean, they weren't just they didn't just necessarily let him walk. They were in negotiations, and Daniel Jones they tried to get. So like I don't think that's really true. But I mean, they used the 10 pick on J.J. McCarthy, and they thought he could play. So just kind of the dice that's rolled. But I mean, they had a plan. It was just the wrong plan. What are Warriors, Guns, and Money from Ness, from Warren Zevon. When I did the Warren Zevon top 10 from Evan David a few years ago now, Evan David, this song, this one, stuck in my head so much. I played it all the time. It's hard, Becca. Like finding those QBs, man. You just get, I know the Browns, right, with the orange helmets, River. I don't know, man. Your defense is so good. Myles Garrett's so good, but your whole defense is pretty good. But I know if you don't have a QB, you just have to have a QB who's just average, man. But those are hard to find. I mean, so many teams don't have quarterbacks. Like way more don't.
I took a little risk. Send lawyers, guns, and money. Dad, get me
Well, they let
out
Kirk
of this.
walk because of the Achilles injury, and they were right doing that. But I mean, how long did Kirk play for the Vikings? A long time.
I'm the innocent bystander. Somehow I got stuck.
Yeah, Kirk played for the Vikings for 6 years, so that was a good run. Cousins was a really good quarterback.
Yes, I'm down on my luck. Well, I'm down on my luck. I'm hiding
He deserves to break it too, River. It's a false record anyway. Because Strahan has it because freaking Brett Favre laid down for him.
Send lawyers, guns, and money.
I know, Becky, you've had a long run with Mason in different years, right? He's not that guy. But if you can get your defense healthy and better, maybe that's the idea. Maybe he can be average and you guys will still be good. But you're going to need a hell of a running game for that.
All right, send lawyers, guns, and money. Huh.
One thing about the NFL is
Send lawyers, guns, and money.
it changes quickly, unlike the NBA. Your fortunes can change in a hurry. You'll get the amount of new playoff teams every year. Send the Warriors, Guns, and Money.
Send lawyers, guns, and money. Oh! Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Miles, before he got the new contract, was talking about wanting out. You can't blame him. He's been there for a long time, man. The division is trash now, so you got that going for you, River. You do have that going for you. All right, now we will go and get a little the Proto-Man built to last. Don't forget to vote. I will hold my comment. I cannot stand LeBron River. I mean, great player, and you're right. He got you a title. He just blows up every team he's on when he leaves. They're decimated because he makes them trade all their draft picks to get players. But you won a title, so you can't. There's no taking that back. I gotta go vote in this battle. In a bad way or a good way, Becca? So River, am I doing their new album for you in January? Or we're just waiting for more info to be up? I'm no hurry. I'm just curious. I just want to remind you I don't have anything for you for January, which you probably already know. But you know, we got ahead, so I was just making sure. I meant to message you, but you're here, so. How high were the winds that day? They had to close due to high winds. Yeah, I've got it, Carl. I mean, I get it, Becca. Nice change up there. Okay, River, I'll take your word for it. We'll hold off. Yeah, it's an interesting tactic, River, if that's the case, though. You wouldn't want to do that if you were over more mainstream, but I get it. I mean, it does keep it interesting for everybody. Right, the Protoman, built to last, brought to us by River. Now, we have Uncle Neil Young.
It's too dark to
Roll another number.
and the morning sun is yet to climb my hood ornament.
Dang, Evan David, that's crazy, man.
For too long
Because the wind blows around 40 miles an hour all the time here. Not all the time. That's a total exaggeration. But in the springtime, a lot of times.
'cause I'm coming home tonight.
Yeah, Trey and I did the entire discography of the 70s and some more for Neil, Uncle Neil, for Ness several years ago now.
I feel able to get under any load. Though my feet aren't on the ground,
No, this is just off the straight up 1975 release. It's song number 7. Yeah, 6, maybe 5. I don't know. I mean, we're about to have our 7-year anniversary, so you're probably right on that, Ness.
I'm not going back to
I guess I could not be lazy and actually go look at the channel, see when we did our first one. I mean, we did a couple like before you brought them.
Lonesome hippie smile. I'm a million miles
See when we did this album.
from that helicopter day. Oh, I don't believe
We did this album, you're right, on July 20th, 2020. So,
think I'll roll another number for gold. I feel able to get under any load. Though my feet
Becca, I mean, like, for Christmas, Gina and I never usually get each other anything because it's really nothing we want. And we're taking a much more low key. I mean, Trey's 30, Mackenzie's 19, so not going to be big on gifts this year. You know, we'll hang out and do stuff like that, which is more fun anyway. Thank you to Ness for that.
Wild God.
I'm gonna play you another Nick while I wait for a few requests. Wild God off Nick Cave's new album, Live God. Yeah, we do. I mean, we used to have turkey. Now we just have. A lot of times Gina makes lasagna and fettuccine alfredo.
All to his memory, which he was in.
I mean, we'll hang out, we'll play board games, we'll do stuff like that.
It was rape and pillage in the retirement village.
They're living the life, Carl.
He was a man of great virtue and courage. Flew out the window with his long trailing hair, and the smoke from the bodies went straight up in the air.
Yeah, I mean, we like to hang out, Becca. We just used to go, I mean, not over, well, yeah, you know, when you have kids, sometimes you go overboard for Christmas. You get them too much stuff, and then it's like, because, you know, you get that little endorphin rush watching them open stuff and be excited, but then they don't really use the gifts that much. And, I mean, in my job, you know, I mean, I'm self-employed, so when I don't work, I don't get paid. And so I teach 5-week basketball sessions, right? One week for 5 weeks. At the end of that 5 weeks, they pay me for those 5 sessions, like the next week. So I get paid next week, and then I won't get paid again until the end of February because we have 4 weeks off and then 5 weeks for an academy. So it's like a 9-week period. So yeah, you kind of always got to watch things at this time of year. But hey, I have more time to film. Right now I'm listening to albums like a wild man from 2025. Because Trey and I got to do our 2025 album draft. And I had listened to, I think I found out, well, I'd listened to 3 albums. This album, but it's a live album. We don't ever put those on there. Taylor Swift and Jason Isbell. Those are the only albums I've listened to. So I'm listening to 43 albums.
Since it starts with the heart, with the heart, with the heart.
Yeah, Becky, you got a full schedule there. You know, my parents don't live far from here, but we basically don't speak. And there's nobody else, so it simplifies things a little bit. Maybe not necessarily in a good way. It's good to have places to go, but it is what it is. Yeah, exactly, Bo-Star. I mean, it's unfortunate, Becca, when the family situation is that way, but I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know your situation with your dad and his siblings, but you know, you can't choose your family. Sometimes you give them a lot of grace, but well, what I do, Evan David, is I take all the critics' top lists, and there's like 7 or 8 different critics lists I look at, including Metacritic, which takes all the critics lists and put them in a number. And if you can find an album on like almost all their lists, then it goes on my list. Now, it might be genres that I've listened to a couple albums that aren't my genre, but I rated them high because they're really good albums. I would just never listen to them again, but it's my time to listen to everybody. So that's kind of how I do that. Now it says, I'm getting a message just in case it's freezing up. It says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience possible freezing. I know Bo-Start earlier you were saying something there, test, so I don't know if that was happening to you. It's not on my end, but it doesn't make any difference. It's on my end for what you guys are watching. Anybody got any favorite songs of the year? I mean, most of you guys are like me, and you don't listen to much new stuff, right? Obviously, I don't listen to any stuff. But you know, I don't listen to anything new. Just because I don't really have time. Like I talked about last week, I don't have a job where I commute. You know, those are the times, you know, whether you're in public transportation, commuting in your car, where you can really listen to stuff. The Mercy Seat, funny from Johnny, right? Because that's a Nick Cave song. So, can't stand any of the new music. Ecstatic. There's good new music out there, but you got to search for it. Like most of the albums I'm listening to, they're highly acclaimed, are from artists I've never even heard of. Now, that's not saying much because I don't listen to a lot of new stuff, you know, over the last several years. But I mean, every year at this time, I listen to all of the top albums of the year, top critics, not top selling, and you know, there's a lot of artists I've never heard of. Play a little Shadow People from Testament's new album for River. The Threefer, man, I referenced it in a video I recently did on Bandmade, Becca. Yeah, we've been doing this for a long time. I guess that was your favorite song off this album. Well, Gethsemane by Sleep Token, I actually added to my favorite songs list, so that's how much I liked it, River, when I played it on here. I've listened to a couple country albums that were high on critics' lists that I actually liked. I say that, I probably wouldn't listen to them again. You know, but I mean, they were good albums. I knew what you meant, Becca. Time flies, girl. You're getting old, right? I mean, I'll pull my other computer out here and tell you guys what. I've listened so far to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.5 albums. So I got a lot left. And I mean, the artists I still have to listen to. I mean, I'm just going to run through them because there's all kinds of different. Alex G. Geese. I don't know who Geese is, but they're like in the top 5 of every critic. Wednesday, C-Mat, which T-Super introduced us to. I'm going to listen to that whole album. Mavis Staples in '89 came out with an album that everybody like loves. Gavian, Pulp's new album, Lily Allen, Cameron Winter, Florence and the Machine, Eric Church, Carter Faye. Sabrina Carpenter and Addison Rae's albums are high on the critics list, so I'll listen to them. Haley Williams, Lady Gaga was also really high. Rosalia is an album that from an artist who was sky high. Anna Von Haswell, The Chills, Suede, Perfume Genius, Turnstile, Japanese Breakfast, Viagra Boys, Caroline, The Lemonheads, Matt Berenger, who's the lead singer of The National, Dijon, Snowcap, Sam Fender, Wet Leg, Panda Bear, Colin Miller, Fuss, Car Seat Headrest, Lord, Pink Pantherist, Turnstile. And then I've listened to Ryan Davis and the Roadhouse Band, Lifeguard, Charlie Crockett in the middle of a Tyler Childers album. So there's your rapid fire of my listening. Yeah, you've been a longer patron than he had. That's what I thought of Statics. One of them, it was in NME or somebody had them as the #1 album of the year. And I'm like, who the hell is it? I don't even know what genre it is, so I might last 2 minutes into it. How was that, Carl? I didn't know there's a Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer on the PS5. They are ecstatic. They are, yeah, I won't touch that one. I was going to say something else, but yeah. The classic TV special that still plays every year, Ness. All the same classics. Oh, you had to go with it. It's too easy. You had to go with the joke. I mean, as you know, River, picking the top albums is quite the deal. And I don't like the way I have to do it. I don't have to do it that way, I guess. But it's just, when you try to, I try to listen to, I usually am around 50 of the top albums, right? And so I listen to them all one time. And that doesn't really give you a feel for an album. I mean, sort of, but not really. Because we all know good music, the more you listen to it, the better it gets. So it's just kind of time-wise the way I got to do it. Now, I played you 2 Nick Cave songs. I'm going to play you another Nick Cave song. But it's not by Nick. It's by the great Johnny Cash. The Mercy Seat.
It all began when they took me from my home and put me on death row.
The Cave
A
version
crime for
is
which I'm
unbelievable.
totally innocent, you know. I began to warm and chill to objects and their feels. A ragged cup, a twisted
Time
mouth,
goes fast, Evan
the
Davis.
face of
Crazy.
Jesus in my suit. Those sinister dinner deals, the meal trolley's wicked wheels. A hook bone rising from my food, and all things either good or ungood. And the mercy seat is waiting, and I think my head is burning, and in a way I'm yearning to be done with all this weighing of the truth. An eye for an eye and a tooth
Got to
for
end
a
the
tooth.
poll.
And anyway I told the truth, and I'm not afraid to die.
Nah, Evan David, not I mean, it was just the idea. I had to do it, but no, I just don't have the kind of time. That's why I kind of abandoned it. At some point, I'll definitely do it, but I just don't have the time to do it right now. To do it right, you know what I mean?
In its way, he was a carpenter by trade, or at least that's what I'm told. My kill hands tattooed evil across its brother's fist. That filthy five, they did nothing to challenge or resist. In heaven his throne is made of gold, the ark of his testament
Nick Cave?
is stowed, a throne from which I am told
Maybe.
all history does unfold. It's made of wood and
For me, he's in the
wire,
running for
and
the
my
top 10
body
songwriters
is
of all
on
time.
fire.
That would be a fun list to put
And
together.
God is never
But the problem with
far
something
away.
like that, putting that
Into
together
the
is
mercy seat I
there's so many
climb.
genres of music I don't listen. Like, that's such a vast
And like a moth
like,
that tries to
thing
enter
to put
the
together,
bright
right?
eye, I go shuffling out of life.
I'd have to just put
to
that
hide
my
in
top
death
10
a while.
songwriters of people who I have
And
experience with.
anyway, I never lied. And the mercy seat
The thing with Nick is he's been going since the 80s,
my head is burning.
and
And in a way I'm yearning
like his
to
last
be
3 albums have
done
been
with all this weighing of the truth.
devastating
And
lyrics
I
because they're about a lot of
tooth for a tooth. And anyway,
loss.
I told the truth. And I'm not afraid to die. And the mercy seat is burning. And I think my head is glowing. And in a way I'm hoping to be done with all this twisting of the truth. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. And anyway there was no proof. And I'm not afraid to die. And the mercy seat is glowing. And I think my head is smoking. And in a way I'm hoping
It's insane,
to
Carl.
be done with all these looks of disbelief. A life for a life and a truth for a truth. And I've got nothing
losing
left
2
to
sons, I
lose.
can't
And
imagine.
I'm not afraid
No
to
loss is
die.
easy,
And the mercy
obviously.
seat is
Losing a
smoking.
child is
And I
not
think
something I
my
want to wrap
head is
my head
melting.
around.
And in a way that's helping to be done with all this twisting of the truth.
I mean, Lennon and McCartney
For an eye and
would
a
be,
tooth for a tooth. And
I guess you could
anyway,
include them as a team. They're not anywhere close to Dylan as writers, though. I don't think anybody's close to Dylan as a writer. I mean, that's a good question, Evan David. I mean, I'd rank Lennon and McCartney separately because even the Lennon and McCartney, they wrote very, very, very few songs actually together in the big canon of the Beatles. So I would include them separately. Everybody's got to stand on their own. Throw a guy like Waits in there. Uncle Neil's got to be, in the discussion. Now, I think in that kind of discussion, you got to have a big catalog of songs. That's a great underrated song. Don't start. Bostar, give me a song to play. I'm gonna put you on the spot, right? Don't you love that? Give me a song to play. You haven't been thinking about it, and it's just like, hey. I mean, who else would you guys have on best songwriters of all time? I mean, it's a tough, it's what you know. That's kind of and then what do you value in songwriting? Yeah, I figured you might, Bostar. I'm going to go with River's top song, Gethsemane by Sleep Token. This is a fantastic song. I mean, I played it on, River brought it several weeks ago, and that's how I discovered it, but it's fantastic. I mean, I'm asking you guys your favorite song of the year, and I don't even know what mine is because I don't listen to that much new music. But well, see, I'm right there with you, River. Yeah, I know, that's the thing. I mean, a very underrated writer is Conor Oberst with Bright Eyes. He's in the discussion too. You might not like his voice or his songs, but his songwriting is very Dylan-esque. And some people who are hyped up as great writers, it's kind of like, yeah, maybe. But see, you're going to know stuff, River, and you listen to genres I don't listen to, who are great songwriters in those genres, which I would have no idea. So that's where it gets tricky. I mean, Jason Isbell is an unreal songwriter. He's like probably at the top as far as current songwriters go. But otherwise, I mean, I don't consider Isbell country. I don't think there's a lot of great songwriters in country because it's just a different genre, man. Like, you don't have to get too complex. I got you both started. Ecstatic, I don't know a lot of Dave's stuff. I mean, I know the hits, but you're probably right. Long career, right? Well thought of. I think the hard part on the songwriting thing is to get the consistency, right? You've got to have consistently good songwriting for a long period of time. Now, those songs, I run this all the time, you know, guys, because I read the lyrics to every single song I've ever done on a video, whether it's a song reaction, song battle, top 10, album. And so sometimes you'll read great lyrics, and then the song itself kind of sucks, right? So it wouldn't stand out to you if you weren't reading the lyrics. If you were just listening to it, like listening to an album, it might be a song that's a throwaway, but when you read the lyrics, you're like, damn, this is good. They just failed on the arrangement side of it. So it's also... Where would I rank Bruce? Bruce he's top 20. He's very consistent over a number of years, right? Over decades and decades and decades. I don't think he's top 10. I'd say top 20 off the top of my head. Oh yeah, for sure, Ness. I'm just talking about the songwriting side of it. Plenty of bands don't worry about songwriting because they don't need to in their genre, and there's nothing wrong with that either. I don't listen to every single song I like because the songwriting's fantastic. At all. Yeah, I'm with you, Becca. I think the same thing. I mean, it's writing the song. I get it, but I mean, I guess we could say the lyricist. But yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, you kind of got to make it all work. Ecstatic, you're right. Like, it's all got to work. I mean, the problem with Roger Ness, I think, is just that, I mean, there's guys with confidence, and then there's Roger Waters, right? I mean, this guy, he's got some serious confidence, and that really hampers him. Really hampers him. I mean, Joni Mitchell's up there. I'm just looking at a list of best songwriters of all time. It's just a bunch of people thrown in here. I mean, this list just has your usual suspects. Dylan, Lennon, McCartney, Stevie Wonder, Carole King, Paul Simon always gets brought up, I know. Bowie. The thing with Bowie is Bowie could write a whole lot of different kinds of songs. So I never thought about Bowie being like a great songwriter, but it makes sense. For Start, we got a little Wishing Well by Free. Oh, Waits is on this list. I'm impressed. To talk about what Becca said, you know, where some people call the arrangement songwriter, like Elton John's on here, but Elton John didn't write lyrics for almost any of his songs. It's all Bernie Taupin, or sometimes other people. Leonard Cohen, that's who I was forgetting. Billy Joel, excellent songwriter. Fogerty, Lightfoot, Kanye, even though he's a maniac, he's a really, I mean, that's what got me. If you got on the hip hop side of it, like those guys can write lyrics, whether you like the music or not. They can write insane lyrics. I was just going to ask, I swear to you, I just searched it, and I've got them both up on here, remastered and regular. I was going to ask if you had a preference, so I got you. Yeah, I mean, this list I'm looking at, they just took a bunch of popular people. Some of them are right. And if you're talking about, like, the greatest songwriters of all time, like, that's a different thing. I mean, would you put the Bee Gees on the writing, Bostart? I mean, because they were able to write songs for other people, too. I mean, you know, when they got blackballed basically for the disco, I mean, they're writing songs for other people. Our boys and girls from Rolling Stone have a list up. I don't know when this is from, but it's the top 100, which... Yeah, I mean, they got Eminem at 91. Paul Westerberg from The Replacements. If T Soup was here, he'd be John Prine. I mean, they got a bunch of people who I don't know who the hell they are. Which, I mean, they're probably right on some of these people. But I just don't know who they are. Face of Melinda by Opeth. For River. Yeah, like they got people like Loretta Lynn in here. I have no idea. I know one or two Loretta Lynn songs. I have no idea. I mean, probably. I would think Prince has got to be on a list too, Ecstatic. I mean, the amount of stuff that guy wrote was insane, and I mean, he did it all himself. I was kind of thinking the same thing, Ness. Yeah, I was just asking if you thought the Bee Gees belonged on a list. They did pairs on theirs. Like they got Morrissey and Marr. They did pairs. Some of them. This is why I would never attempt this. Because a lot of these people, I don't know who they are. So I'd have to go research them, listen to their songs, and it would take me for freaking ever. Dang, they have the Notorious B.I.G. at 52. That seems insane. He had 3 albums. That seems crazy. Jackson Brown. Michael Jackson at 34th. That's interesting. Burt Bacharach and Hal David for sure. They got Dolly Parton at 30. Pete Townsend at 29. Buddy Holly also at 29. You know, that's where it gets weird too, right? Buddy's writing way early on. He didn't write some of his biggest hits, but he's writing way early. Because they didn't want artists to write then. They thought they were two separate things, so they really wouldn't let him write. But Buddy wrote some of this stuff. Woody Guthrie at 28, Ray Davis at 27, James Brown at 26, Randy Newman, Elvis Costello, Robert Johnson, Van Morrison, and Lou Reed. That takes us up to number 20. Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller, Ellie Greenwich and Jeff Berry, I don't know who that is. Prince at 18, Neil Young at 17, Cohen at 16, seems low. Holland Dozier and Holland, who wrote a lot of the Motown hits. Springsteen at 14. Hank Williams, the original, at 13. I gotta tell you guys, I know like one Hank Williams song. Well, once again, you're kind of putting him in the 50s going, for that time, he was great. So, I mean, you kind of got to probably do that. No, Buddy wrote a lot of his stuff, but he didn't have a lot of stuff, Bostart. That's my point. And he didn't write some of his biggest hits. That's all I'm saying. But he didn't have a lot of music. I mean, I did a whole Buddy Holly top 10, so yeah, I know all of that. But I mean, it's way back, Ecstatic. We're talking Hank's way back, brother. That's Brian Wilson at 12, Bob Marley at 11. Top 10 for Rolling Stone. Stevie Wonder, 10. Joni Mitchell, 9. Paul Simon, 8. Carole King, 7. Mick and Keith, as I think you mentioned, Evan David, at 6. Smokey Robinson at 5. Chuck Berry at 4. John Lennon at 3. Paul McCartney at 2. Bob Dylan at 1. It's a pretty good list. Yeah, I know. I know the Hank Jr. song that was on Monday Night Football theme song for years, and that was a long time ago. I'm old. So yeah, songwriting would be an interesting. I got down a rabbit hole there, but it's interesting to try to think of. And I don't know when this list is from, but like for me, like no Nick Cave on here is kind of insane. But they have a lot of like obscure people on here, so it's probably a pretty good list. And I don't know that anybody else has even tried this that isn't just like an individual person. Yeah, I can't find another list. No, that's what I think, Carl. Like the Rolling Stone list, I love them because at least it gives you a starting point. And they always have a ton of people, a ton of different people that, you know, pour into them. I thought their last album one from 2020, their top 500 albums, wasn't very good, but like they had over 400 people that contributed to it. It's at least something. Even if you're making a list. Yeah, Morrison was on. He was like number 60 something ecstatic on the list I just looked at. Yeah, those are all fantastic songs, Bo Star. I mean, I read the lyrics to that as it was going on. That was good lyricism for sure. Yeah, exactly, Ness. I mean, and I think that's what happens, you know, because you get younger people and they're going to view something when they grew up that was great. And younger people, I mean, I'm 54, so if you get somebody who's 35, you know, they've got a different experience than I do. They're going to view something as a classic album that I wouldn't because it wasn't to me at the time. So, yeah, you're exactly right. And that's why it is good to have all of those various... All right, there you go, Ecstatic. It's good age, right? So, you know, it's good to have different ages and people who like different genres. Like, there's a lot of great hip-hop music. It's just not my thing. I don't hate it. I know some people in here hate it. I don't hate it. But I don't ever listen to it on my own. But where's Trey? You know, that's his favorite genre. So I have to go to Trey. Like on this year-end top 10 albums that we're picking, I don't ever listen. Well, I don't just say I never listen, but I hardly ever listen to any of the top hip-hop albums that are ranked high because I know he's going to listen to them and he's going to know better than I am. Like, if there are great hip-hop albums, he's going to take them. So, yeah, I just let him handle it. If it was some metal stuff, I would go to River and go, hey, what are the best? I mean, like, it's, yeah, exactly, River. I mean, I'm the same way with, you know, some Jason Isbell stuff that really speaks to me, and some of it really speaks to me now. So, yeah, like, yeah, exactly. All right, guys, I'm gonna call it a night from here. I'm not really gonna call it a night. I'm gonna film something here in a minute. I'm gonna film a Bob Dylan battle, actually, that I have. That one of our patrons has got to me for this month. Evan David, I will record your Christmas one, God willing, Friday probably. So, all right, guys, super appreciate it. I'll be right back here next Wednesday. You guys, take care of yourselves.